Hello everyone. Today we will be talking about the ninth 5-year plan. Before going into details, let's start with an overview. First, we have introduction, second, objective, third, significant achievements, fourth, notable developments and policies, and lastly, we have the conclusion. Here I began with the introduction. The ninth 5-year plan started from 2002 to 2007. The target growth rate was 8.2% and the actual growth rate was 9.6%. According to Robin, setting goal is the first step in turning the invisible into the visible. So, the government has also set goals for the ninth 5-year plan, and they are: firstly, to improve the quality of the life and income, especially for the poor people. Second, to ensure good governance. Third, to promote private sector growth and employment generation. Fourth, to preserve and promote cultural heritage and environment conservation. Lastly, to achieve rapid economic growth and transformation. Now, let us begin with the objectives. The first objective is to balance regional development. It means that the government not only focuses on Gyeok development but also focuses on Jongak development, because when the Jongak develops, the people living in that region will be benefited. And for the betterment of the district level, the government has also focused on advancing human resources and institutions, managing rural development, improving educational standards, better infrastructures for health services, suburban developments, and improve farm roads. Now, if I talk about education, it aims to enhance high quality education from early childhood to higher education. It ensures that the quality education is accessible to all children, including those with disabilities, so that it can enhance the sustainability, efficiency, and accessibility. Now, if I talk about the health, the main goal of the health sector is to improve the quality of the health system, to provide accessibility of healthcare to everyone, to incorporate traditional medicines, to provide healthcare training, advanced research and data management, and boost efforts to prevent and manage illness. The health sector also targets to satisfy human needs for healthcare by being more efficient, inclusive, and sustainable. Now, the fourth objective is to sustain economic growth. The government focuses on improving infrastructures, foreign investment, and policy changes so that the government can overcome the obstacles and take advantage of the opportunities so that the economic growth can sustain in the future as well as in the present. Now, let us move on to significant achievements. The achievements on balanced regional development was the allocation of 20% of the national budget. It means that 20% of the national budget was exceeded while allocating it to improve social services such as infrastructures, education, health, and rural urban developments, and to invest in the well-being of the people. The achievements of education started when the number of school increases, because as the construction of a school increased, there was an increase in accessibility of education, particularly at primary and secondary levels, and thus it has led to increase in the number of students enrollment in the schools. The achievement of health was that there was a significant improvement in healthcare system, where there was a better health services provided to the people. There was also an expansion of infrastructures, including an increase in beds, doctors and nurses in the hospital. Through the establishment of obstetric care centers, child care mortality rates decreased by 29%, infant mortality rates by one-third, and maternal mortality rates started to diminish. Now, the achievements of economic growth. The achievements of economic growth started due to Tala hydropower plant. Secondly, though the industry and agriculture developed slowly, commerce and public administration exceeded the expectations. There was also an economic growth at increasing rate in saving and investment. There was a significant achievement in sustaining a positive balance of payments due to grants and loans, and also had a small trade surplus. Bhutan used to import 32% of goods and services. However, through the export of hydroelectricity and minerals to India, Bhutan started to increase their export by 35%.
Notable developments and policies. During the 9th Five-Year Plan in Bhutan, significant efforts were made to align development policies with the primary vision of the country, particularly with the launch of Bhutan 2020 Vision. This vision, initiated in 1999 by His Majesty the King Chimisenge Wanchu, aimed to transition Bhutan into a modern, self-reliant and prosperous nation while prioritizing the well-being and happiness of the citizen over the mere economic growth. The 9th Five-Year Plan played a crucial role in laying the foundation for the realization of Bhutan 2020 Vision. One of the primary focus of this plan was the advancement of gross national happiness, GNH, a holistic development approach that emphasized not just the economic prosperity, but also spiritual, cultural, environmental, and social well-being. Policies and initiatives were crafted to promote GNH across various sectors of society, including education, healthcare, governance, and environmental conservation. Education was the key priority during this period, with investment aimed at improving access to quality education for all the Bhutanese citizens. Efforts were made to enhance the education system by expanding school infrastructure, training teachers, and updating curriculum to incorporate GNH values and skills relevant to the evolving of the needs of society. In healthcare, the 9th Five-Year Plan emphasized the provision of affordable and accessible healthcare services to all citizens. Initiatives were undertaken to strengthen healthcare infrastructures, expanding coverage, and improve the quality of health delivery. Additionally, there was a focus on the preventive healthcare measures and promoting traditional Buddhist medicine alongside with modern medical practice. Infrastructure development was another critical component of the 9th Five-Year Plan. Investments were directed towards building and upgrading roads, bridges, and other essential infrastructure to connect remote communities, facilitate trade and spur economic growth. Additionally, efforts were made to harness renewable energy sources and promote sustainable development practices to mitigate environmental degradation and address the challenges of climate change.
Key highlights. Here are some of the key highlights. Number 1, economic diversification. The plan emphasized reducing Bhutan's dependency on hydropower by diversifying the economic into sectors such as tourism, agriculture, and manufacturing. This aimed to create employment opportunities and reduce its weakness to external shocks. Number 2, infrastructural development. Significant investments were made in infrastructural projects, including roads, networks, telecommunications, and electricity distribution. These initiatives aim to improve connectivity, promote rural development, and facilitate economic growth across the country. Human development. The plan prioritizes human development through investment in education, healthcare, and social welfare programs. Efforts were made to enhance access to quality education and health services, especially in remote and rural areas, to improve the overall well-being of the population. Number 4, the environmental conservation. Recognizing the importance of environmental sustainability, the plan incorporated measures for natural resources management and conservation. Initiatives that focuses on forest protection, biodiversity conservation, and sustainable land use practice to preserve Bhutan's rich ecological heritage. Number 5, the poverty alleviation. Poverty reduction remains a key objective of the plan, with a target intervention aimed at improving the livelihood and enhancing income-generating opportunities for the weak population. Social safety nets and poverty alleviation programs were implemented to address the needs of the poor and marginalized communities. Governance and institutional strengthening. Efforts were made to enhance government mechanisms and strengthen institutional capacity for effective implementations of the development initiatives. This involved reforms in public administration, decentralization of decision-making process, and initiatives to combat corruption and promote transparency.
Challenges faced. The 9th FYP aimed to further the country's development goal while maintaining its unique cultural heritage and commitment to environmental sustainability. However, several challenges emerged during this period. One significant challenge was the limited financial resources available for the implementation. Bhutan's economy heavily relies on hydropower exports, and fluctuation in global energy market impacted the environmental revenue projection. Additionally, Bhutan's small and spread out population posed challenges in terms of delivering services and infrastructure efficiently. Another challenge was the need to balance economic growth with environmental conservation. Bhutan places great environmental sustainability as demonstrated by its commitment maintaining at least 60% forest cover. Furthermore, the mountainous terrain and harsh climate presented logistical challenges for the infrastructure development. Building roads, schools, healthcare services in remote areas required investment in engineering and transportation. Sociocultural factors also influence the planning and implementation of development initiatives. Bhutan's unique cultural heritage, characterized by gross national happiness (GNH principle), with careful consideration of traditional values and practice in policy formulation. The government responded with strategies like promoting sustainable tourism and investing in renewable energy. Despite challenges, notable progress was made in education, healthcare, and infrastructure, highlighting the importance of adaptive strategies, stakeholders' engagement, and holistic approach to development in navigating complex socio-economic landscape.
In conclusion, the 9th five-year plan of Bhutan represented a pivotal period in the country's development journey, marked by the effort to prioritize the well-being of its citizens over purely economic measures. By embracing the principle of gross national happiness, the plan underscores Bhutan's unique approach to development, emphasizing sustainability, cultural preservation, and social unity alongside economic growth. While facing challenges inherent in balancing modernization with the preservation of tradition and environmental integrity, the plan yielded significant achievements across various sectors, including infrastructure, education, healthcare, and tourism. As Bhutan continues development progress, the legacy of 9th five-year plan serves as an evidence to country's reliable commitment to fostering a society that prioritizes happiness and well-being of its people above all else.